And what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the PGA PinSeeker Strategy Show. I am your host, JSU, back again. And we're running it back. We had NBA this morning, and we're running it back. I got my crew back on from NBA, starting off AP. AP, what's up, man? You ready to talk some golf?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm definitely ready. It's been so fun. I mean, I'm just watching sports all day. Once NBA locked, dialed in NBA or PGA, and yeah, I mean, our first major. I'm pumped. This is going to be a lot of fun. We got a new course. I mean, a course we haven't seen too much of, and so a lot of good golfers. It's a lot of money to be made, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And then someone who knows about making a lot of money, Big T. Big T, what's up, brother?
Going on? I mean, you guys got me away from opening night Big Brother here. It just started at 9 p.m. All-Stars this season. You guys know you mean the world to me if I'm on here doing this with you instead of watching my show, Big Brother.
What the heck is Big Brother?
My favorite show.
Okay.
It started tonight. Yeah. It's Big Brother All-Stars. It's like an All-Star season. It's
the All-Star edition of Big Brother, so I mean, make sure
you gotta watch it, JSU. You'll love it. It's all game theory.
Yeah, honestly, I've never watched it. I'm not trying to make fun of it. Like, I literally have never. Yeah,
you're gonna watch it this season. You're gonna love it.
All right, maybe I'll have to check it out. So we'll see about that. Maybe you can talk me into it. But let's get into this slate, guys, because we've got a major this week. This is a big week. Tons of great contests over on Draftkings and FanDuel. Really interesting. We got our guy, and I know Tony's going to talk about him. He's going to be like the first person he talks about. Brooks Koepka, Big Daddy Brooks, right? JT,
Big Dick Brooks.
Rory. Oh, I call him Big Daddy. You can call him Big
Dick. Daddy Bryce, Big Daddy Bryson, Big Dick Brooks. Like those are the two.
You have your nicknames and I'll keep mine, okay? You do you and I'll do me.
But he's not going to win for us unless you call him by his name, Big Dick Brooks.
That's true.
Yeah.
Listen, winners win. I don't care what I call him. Winners win, all right? We do the winning here, all right? JSU, I'm telling you right now. I told you this a couple days ago. Winners win. You guys remember that, all right?
I do remember
it. After American Pie 2, nothing better. I'm going to watch American Wedding tonight after this show. Oh, yeah. But anyways, back to the golf. So JT, Brooks Koepka, Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Xander Schauffele to round off the 10K and up range. I mean, there's some great golfers here at the top. What are we doing here in AP? I'm going to lead off with you. Your boy JT is just sitting at the top. I mean, is he just the best golfer in the field? Like, what are we doing with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously the best golfer in the field, best in the world, one of them, but not this week. This week belongs to Major Brooks Koepka. I mean, I've been saying it for quite some time. I wasn't going to roster him, we had our guy Coop every single week rostering him up, and I love you, Coop, but those weren't the times to roster him. Now is the time to roster him. And what I love about Brooks is, I mean, we saw his phenomenal tee to green game last week. I mean, he was leading the first round and he just looked phenomenal. And I was worried because I thought he was going to win. And I'm glad that he dropped back. I'm glad that, Justin Thomas got the win. And I'm really high on him. I'm going overweight. I love what DraftKings did as well, pricing him up. The other thing I was worried about is I thought we were going to see like Brooks Koepka, maybe lower 10K range or upper 9K range. I'm glad they priced him as the second most expensive golfer this week. I'm hoping that lowers ownership. I think we got him right around 12% projection right now. I think that's probably right because the other thing that we see on weeks like this is ownership up top kind of gets spread out because there's so many different names. And people pick and choose up top and so what I like to do is just get overweight on someone. And my guy this week is going to be Brooks Koepka up top for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's bring it to Tony now. Cause I know for a fact, Tony's about to talk about Big Dick Brooks, Big Daddy Brooks.
Yeah. See, now we're on the same page. Yeah. Now we're ready.
Well, we need to be on the same page this week. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it's at. AP talked about it, but he looked great. First of all, like the 2 weeks before that, the 3 weeks before that, whatever it was, he was talking about his knee, and he was close though. He was firing at pins. He was just missing a bunch of putts. He was close. And then last week, going down, teeing off on 18, he had a chance, but then he hit it in the water, double bogeyed 18, finishes wherever he finished. But he was right there to have a chance to win. I think this is the week. We've talked about it. He's got 4 major wins, I believe. He's won the last 2 PGAs. He's just Big Dick Brooks. When the majors come out, he's not scared. He's already running his mouth like half the field. He says this stuff every time he wins, but half the field's dead before they even start because it's a major and they get scared, and he starts running his mouth, and that's when we like Big Dick Brooks. We don't like him when he's at home in the swimming pool with his lady. We like him when he's focused. He's ready to go. He's holed up. I like that picture too behind you, AP. I gotta upgrade mine. Look at that thing.
Yeah,
that thing. Woo, that is sexy. But
and the other thing though too, Big T, like he's won twice in a row. This is going to be a 3-peat for him, man. And I feel like he can do it. I think the course fits him really well. So I mean, all things are looking positive for our guy.
Yeah, and I mean, everyone's going to talk about the price, but it's really not that high when you look at the odds. I mean, he's right there. JT's really the only guy that's significantly ahead of him, and JT's a little higher priced. But I don't know. I started the week thinking like Brooks was going to be very low owned. I kind of think he might end up being somewhat chalky after it's all said and done, just because of, I don't know, like these other guys at the top just don't do it for me. We've heard some talk about the weather being bad in the afternoon on Thursday, which Bryson and John Rahm both tee off in the afternoon, so that kind of eliminates them from my pool. JT won last week. I mean, I got to give AP credit too. I give credit when it's due. He's been all over JT, and JT's been the best guy in the field. So just like always, I give credit when it's due. That's a good call from our boy AP. So this week, I mean, and Rory, people keep wanting to make Rory happen, and he just hasn't been good. I can't play him until I see something. So right away, you're talking JT or Brooks. I don't think you can really – I'm not going to play both of them, put it that way. I mean, the field is so good down in the 9Ks and 8Ks, 7Ks that I don't want to play 2 up top. I'm just going to take a stand. I'm going to play Big Dick Brooks. I'm going to fade the rest. Down to Xander. I'll definitely have some Xander, but the other top 5 guys, it's just going to be Big Dick Brooks for me.
All right, so Brooks, maybe a little Xander, but everyone else you're staying away from. AP, I know you obviously touched on you like Brooks Koepka the most in this range, but did you hit on – I don't remember. Did you hit on anyone else, or do you not like this range either besides him?
I mean, I got a little bit too excited talking about BK, but
BDK.
BDK, yeah, there we go. I got a rant real quick. The Justin Thomas call. I mean, I'm a Justin Thomas homer. I was all over him last week. I had him in a bunch of lineups, but I'm telling you, it didn't matter for me. I hate those no-cut events. Like, I had a ton of Justin Thomas, and I still got steamrolled. So the other pieces of my build just did not pan out. But luckily, things will be different this week. The other guy I'm looking at is Xander, and so I think Big T hit on something really important. The winds are really going to pick up in the afternoon tomorrow. And I'm really prioritizing the morning wave. And actually, before I even looked at tee times, all the guys I liked are in the morning anyway. So it kind of
because you're running pure, AP. That's what we do.
I mean, I'm not running as pure as JSU, but we'll get there someday.
I mean, not many do. Not many run that pure.
So I'm prioritizing guys in the morning wave. I mean, the winds, we could see 25, 30 plus mile an hour winds in the afternoon. So you got to figure, maybe half a shot or a shot advantage for the morning wave. And so that's going to be a huge strategy of mine, this week. And so the other guy I'm looking at is Xander. And then, I think Big T hit it. Rory, he hasn't looked good. I will have one build with Justin Thomas because he's my guy. Otherwise, I'm not going overweight on him. I'll be overweight on Brooks, and I'll probably be even or underweight on Xander. And I'll be underweight or fading everyone else.
All right. So I think we hit on this field. Let's bring it down and talk about the 9K range, which we got Webb Simpson, Patrick Cantlay, Tiger Woods, at 9,200 on DraftKings. Dustin Johnson at 9K. What are we doing in this range? This is a small range. Big T, I'll start with you. I mean, I'm assuming that Tiger Woods is going to be somewhat just popular just because. What do we have going on behind you, Big T?
I mean, what do you mean?
Now you're getting me excited, man. I'm ready for this thing to start. Let's go.
Imagine not taking that guy behind me. Like, imagine not taking him this week.
Oh, I love it.
That's it. He's a lock. Just everyone, just hit the lock button on this guy. I mean, 150, it doesn't matter. Just lock him in.
So what are we at? The 9K?
I don't even know because you just lost my focus right here. We got Patrick Cantlay, Webb Simpson, Tiger Woods, Dustin Johnson in this 9K range. And I said, I'm assuming that Tiger, just because, I mean, he's 9,200 and just because, he's always somewhat popular, like, especially in the millies and stuff like that, and the large field contests, like he's going to be somewhat popular, right?
I mean, I don't think he's going to be popular this week just because the field is loaded. It's not necessarily a good spot for him. I mean, his odds are really bad. I mean, not by really bad, I mean for Tiger really bad, like 35-1. I just don't see it with Tiger. Like, I can't play Tiger over these other guys. I think he'll be 10% just because he's Tiger. Like, it's 10% still feels too high for me. I mean, you would have to tell me Tiger's literally going to be like 2% for me to think about playing him. He's just not as good as guys like Xander and Cantlay. We got Webb Simpson in the afternoon. He's the only guy in this group that tees off in the afternoon, so I'm immediately throwing him out. And, I mean, this range is really good. I mean, Xander and Cantlay, I think a lot of the cash people will start their teams with Xander and Cantlay. I think they're both going to be 25 to 30% owned. Just because if you start your team with Xander and Cantlay, with how strong the 7K range is, you're going to have a really well-rounded team. So the cash people like Mangone and Hoop and these cash guys that just crush, that's where they're going to start. They're not going to go up to this guy behind me that's just living the life back there. But that's where we're going to go. I like Xander and Cantlay for sure. There's nothing not to like about them. They got early tee times. They're two of the best in the world. For me, though, I mean, I don't think I'm going to play a ton of any of these guys. Definitely not Tiger. I think I'm pretty sure AP is going to talk a little bit about DJ. He likes him more than me. I just, like for DJ, I can't play DJ over some of these guys a little lower, like Berger and Morikawa. Like, I love Morikawa. It's just tough. So I think I'm off DJ too. I want to hear if AP can talk me into him though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you talked about the strong 7K range. I mean, I can't wait to get to the 7K range. We all know why I can't. If you've watched this show even once, you know why I can't wait to get into the 7K range. Mainly just to rub it in Big T's face about my boy, but we'll get there. We'll get there in a little bit. AP, talk about this 9K range. Try and talk Tony into some of these guys.
Yeah, I think Dustin Johnson's underpriced. So, okay, Tiger Woods is a fade for RPS on the playbook. I don't know. The weather's going to be colder. He's already, complained about his back playing in cold weather. I'm not going to pay $9,200 for Tiger Woods. I mean, yeah, he's the GOAT, but I'm not going to do it. I think Big T said it best, but yeah, I have a ton of interest in DJ, and I love pairing him with Brooks. And I think there's a few punts that can look really well to make the build actually work. But I mean, DJ is another guy that tees off early in the morning, 8:22 local time. So he's going to have that favorable tee time. And I'm throwing those two events out that he had where it was just terrible, like where he shot like 3 rounds in the 80s. I'm throwing them out. They're not factoring in for me at all. I mean, he looked phenomenal last week at the WGC. He was elite tee to green, gained a ton of strokes, almost 7 strokes tee to green. And it was his putter that kind of let him down. Otherwise, like, he was playing phenomenal golf. What I think is, I just think he didn't really care. He won the Travelers and just, he probably partied a little bit, had a good time. And, and the WGC came around, some big money to be made, and he got focused, and now we're heading into a major. Like, I feel I feel like come Sunday we're going to see Brooks and DJ battling again. I mean, Brooks has said this is a big boy course. It's not a little boy course. It's a big boy course. And, DJ and Brooks, they're big boys. They hit it a long ways. And I don't know. I'm going to be extremely overweight on that combination, though. Xander, he's another phenomenal play. Xander Cantlay, 9,400. He plays well out on the West Coast as well. And I agree with what Big T said. The cash guys are going to be all over him, and I think it's going to inflate his ownership a little bit. And so my pivot is DJ. Like, it's nothing against Cantlay. I think he's one of the best, obviously one of the best golfers in the world. He feels really safe. I don't really want safe this week. I want pure upside. And I feel like Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka gives me the most upside in my tournaments this week.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Tony, did AP talk you into any of these guys?
I mean, I'm too busy just chalking off plus 210 winners on Run Pure Bets. I mean, OKC plus 6.5. Take them on the money line. When you call your bookmaker, you just tell them we don't need the 6.5. Give them to whoever calls next, because we're taking them, baby, and then we're going to the winner's circle. But yeah,
Big T, this dude he's throwing darts right now. Like, he is just Run Pure Bets. He's throwing these bets in. How many bets you have? How many bets did you have today?
I got. Well, I'm 3-2 right now, but I'm plus 2 units because my plus 210 dog, and I got 5 more tonight.
I love it.
You just pick winners. Winners win, JSU. Winners win,
yes,
baby.
Exactly. And we're winning right now.
Yeah.
But get over to Run Pure Bets. Those guys are firing too. We're going to have JJ on at the end of the show to talk some betting stuff with you guys. And he's 7-0 with his golf bets. So you definitely want to listen to what JJ has to say. He's been red hot with the golf bets. So he'll be on later. But, boys, let's get into this next range. We got this 8K range here. Daniel Berger, 8,800. Colin Morikawa, 8,600. Victor Hovland, 8,500. Jason Day, Ricky Fowler, 84 and 83. Hideki Matsuyama, 82. Fitzpatrick, 81. Patrick Reed and Tyler Hatton, 8K. So, really, I mean, this is the first time I can almost say almost everyone in this range, outside of maybe like Jason Day and Ricky Fowler, who's just been up and down. Everyone in this range, we aren't used to, like the past couple tournaments, we aren't used to seeing them in this range. Like Morikawa's been in the 9Ks, Victor Hovland's been in the 9Ks, Daniel Berger was in the 9Ks, Hideki was up in the upper 8Ks and 9Ks the past couple weeks. Tyler Hatton was way up. I mean, these are some good golfers here. AP, let's start with you. This 8K range seems loaded, but talk to me about it.
Yeah, I mean, this range is absolutely loaded. And, for me, it's kind of – so one of the guys that I absolutely love this week, and I've not been on him, and I wish I had been because he's been playing phenomenally. But Jason Day, 8,400, I mean, he's usually been a fade for us, but the guy is absolute, like, he's playing phenomenal right now. We had 2 rounds at Muirfield Village, which is kind of his home course, and I'm sure he had a lot of practice there. And so I kind of wrote those off, but then he follows it up with the 6th place finish at WGC last week. And, with me, what I'm looking at is his off the tee game is he's gaining strokes off the tee right now, and he's gaining a ton of strokes tee to green. Traditionally, he's gained most of his strokes on the putting green. So you got to love the ball striking from Jay Day. You got to love, 3 top 10s in a row. Now he's 8,400. You got he just has so much momentum coming into this event. And so I'm going to be hopping on. Hopefully, I don't regret hopping on since I haven't been on him over the past, 3 events that he's played in. But I'm definitely hopping on. I like his form too much, and I'd rather play him over someone like, Victor Hovland. Colin Morikawa, I mean, I don't really need to say much about him. Like, we all know he's a phenomenal golfer, elite tee to green. He's going to be very popular, 8,600. You can fit him into your build very easily. He's a safe play. It is what it is. I'll have some exposure for sure, but in this range, Jason Day, like I think I'm getting overweight on him in this range. And then Daniel Berger, I feel like he's going to be another popular guy. He's just been playing so good. actually, like if you look at his rounds, I mean, he even looks better than Jason Day. I think he's going to be pretty popular. And, we had bad conditions at the Memorial, and and that course was brutal. The rough was brutal, and he missed a cut. So I think I might move off just because I think he's going to be chalky. He could burn me. I'll tell you, it definitely could burn me, but because he's been playing phenomenally. It's just a gut feel play. But I'm probably moving off Daniel Berger this week.
All right, so no Berger for you. You like Jason Day. Tony, do you like Jason Day this week?
So I agree with everything AP said. I mean, he's only 29-1 too to win the tournament, which is just as good as anyone in this range for the most part. So I do have a little interest in Jason Day. I don't know if I can pull the trigger on like my main team, but I do want some exposure there. The only reason I struggle with it is, man, I definitely like Berger way more and Morikawa a ton more. And it's just ball strikers. I say it every week, but Berger and Morikawa just such good ball strikers. I just take my chances with them. I do like Day. Day's my number 3 in this range. Just looking at the whole range, I would rank it Morikawa, Berger, Jason Day. I mean, and then we got Hovland's an afternoon guy, so I'm fading him. Fowler, I wasn't going to play anyway. Hideki's an afternoon guy, definitely fading him. And then Fitzpatrick's in that range, and Hatton. They're both morning guys, but I just don't – I like Jason Day more than both of those guys, honestly. Jason Day's look good. Patrick Reed, same thing. He's an afternoon guy, so I'm going to fade him. I'm taking a stand on the weather, kind of like we did the other week. Like, I don't think you have to, but there's enough guys in the morning, like AP said, that if you like that many guys in the morning, why not just play them anyways? Because if the edge doesn't pan out, we're still good because we got guys we like. If we somehow fall into the nuts and the weather gets real bad in the afternoon, you could have a monster edge, and there's really no downside to it. So I'm just fading the afternoon guys. You won't see any afternoon guys. I think maybe a cheap guy or something we throw in there later, but the good guys, I'm definitely not playing any afternoon guys. And I'd rank this range Morikawa, Berger, Day. And I'm definitely not playing any of the other guys. Fitzpatrick and Hatton are fades for me. I just like the other guys more. And Patty Reed's afternoon, and I don't like him anyway. So, yeah, just those 3 for me.
So you like Berger, and AP is not on Berger. Talk about Berger just a little bit, why you like him.
I just like Berger. You look at his – so let me pull up his player card. I mean, he's just been so good where – let's pull it up. So he missed the cut 2 weeks ago. But listen to this. So he got T2 last week, missed the cut at the Memorial, which was one of his only missed cuts. And then he went 3rd, 1st, 4th, 5th, 9th. So 2, 4, 6 of his last 7 tournaments he's finished top 5 or better. Like – I'm just more of a trend guy like that. If he's playing good like that, 6 of 7 top 5s, sign me up. And he's a ball striker. He's just really good. I just don't fade guys like that. I mean, could be right, could be wrong, but I just take my chances with him.
And no Hideki love, neither of you? No
Hideki's just sucked, man. And he's an afternoon guy. I think he's an easy fade.
AP, same thing, just easy fade.
Yeah, I mean – Big T's talking to me Berger, I mean, he's underpriced. He really is. If you look at what he's done, you're getting him at a value at 8,800. You really are. So I know my gut's telling me, just because, and it's nothing against him. It's I know I'm going BK and DJ, and I got to pick and choose my spots. I can fit Jason Day in with those guys with some of the punts I'm looking at. I might fit Berger in there too. If they all get me, a top 5 finish, I'm going to be sitting pretty. So I like it. Big T's talking me onto it.
We got good mojo going on this show. We got AP coming in. We got it all going on. We're shipping it here. It's going to be a big week for the crew. I can feel it. Let's get another. Yep, it's going to be a good week for the crew.
All right. Someone in the chat, a slap shot. What's up, brother? He said, JSU, did you sleep last night? Answer, Like 2 hours, not really.
I think all of us, it's like 2 hours right now, two to 4 every night.
I was on 3 different shows last night, Slapshot. Like I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see. And then we got to talk real quick, Tony. I know it's a golf show, but this guy behind me is he's so good. I mean, this is the guy we should be showing right now. I mean, look at this guy.
Yeah. I mean, that guy gets things done.
Look at him flexing. He's flexing on Malone, too. He's shoving it right in Malone's face.
Malone loves him
coach.
Now.
He loves him.
Fondling himself right now looking at that same picture.
Yeah, he loves him until he misses like one assignment defensively. And
I don't think he's going back now, though. I think he's safe now. I don't think he's going to go back to the bench.
After that Will Barton tweet, I hope so, man. That's good. I love it. So, I mean, let's see here. JSU is going to try and roster Jason Tatum and PGA because he's tired. Yes, Eric, I may. Honestly, I may just try and – he can drive the ball. I actually know so Jason – I live outside of Boston, and Jason Tatum takes golf lessons actually from a guy who goes to the gym that I own. And I'm sorry, the guy's father. So I know the guy's father who his son is a PGA instructor. Like coach, whatever you want to call it, pro. And he coaches Jason Tatum. So it's actually pretty cool. I get like videos of Jason Tatum just driving the ball 300 plus yards, like all the time, nonstop. And the guy said he doesn't even use his legs, which is kind of wild to me because I assume that's pretty crazy to not even have your legs involved in a drive and hit it 300 yards. I don't know. Tony, is that wild to you?
I mean, it's no big deal.
Oh, it's no big deal. Tony can do it, right?
Easy peasy.
Easy. All right, whatever. But let's move
winners
on.
Win, JSU. Of course he hits it 300. He's a winner.
Jason Tatum is a winner. Let me tell you that right now. That guy's a stud. He's like my boy MPJ back here. He's a winner.
I got so excited about that Nuggets game. I got right on that Denver show. I found my way right in there talking about MPJ. Did you see me hop on there representing the Run Pure?
Yeah, I saw you get on there after you dodged my call. Because you were eating wings or whatever. JSU. You were doing the Lou Will, like eating wings at the nice spot. Like
I don't see a problem with that.
Were they good?
Yeah, they always are.
Well, that's what matters. I love it. All right, let's move on. We got this 7K range. Another range. I mean, you're seeing guys that you don't normally see in this range. I'm not going to list them off like all of them because there's just so many, but I'm just going to list a few. Tony Finau, AP loves Tony Finau. I feel like he plays him every week. 7,900. Gary Woodland, 7,900. Adam Scott, who we haven't seen, 7,800. Justin Rose, 7,800. And then Jordan Spieth somehow is in between these golfers, and then Tommy Fleetwood at 7,700. What are we doing in this range? AP, I'm going to start with you. Like, I mean, what is this range?
If I'm being honest with everyone, like, I think it was whenever pricing came out, like I was looking at it, looking down there. I was looking to see how these guys have been playing. And I started looking at Spieth. And I had to stop right away because I'm like, you guys would make so much fun of me if I came on here and started touting Jordan Spieth. So now I'm gonna be fading him like we always do. He's looked a little better though. Like I'll give him a little credit, but like he just, man, when you watch him and the cameras are following him, like he's always complaining about something. Like, oh, wrong club, whatever. Like, oh, I hit it perfect, and it was like 20 yards off. Like, I don't know. He's kind of exhausting. But
I mean,
yeah,
AP,
this range.
If you like him though, don't be afraid of Tony.
I don't. It was just.
I mean, Tony's gonna push.
How do you know I'm not going to recommend him? What do you mean? You've seen me pivot on this show before.
But the worst.
No, it was one of those.
Worst.
It was one of those.
Scotty Scheffler. Oh God.
And he crushed that week. Thank you.
He crushed it.
He did. Look at that.
He Jimmy Furyk. That's what he did. He Jimmy Furyk.
No. So hey, I got a different play though that you guys could laugh at me about. But I could talk about Tony Finau. I like Tony Finau.
Oh God, don't say Phil. Please don't say Phil.
No, I'm not saying Phil.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't need it. Like Finau checks all the boxes for me that I'm looking at this week. His Vegas odds are really good. He tees off in the morning, and he's starting to play better. I don't really need to spend much more time on him. He's been playing phenomenally. I think he's going to make the cut. And I feel like we're going to, I feel like he gives us a top 20, top 15, maybe top 10, maybe finds himself in contention. Who knows? But Justin Rose, like I got a little bit of interest in him. 7,800. He tees off in the morning. We haven't seen him in a little while, but the last time we saw him, the last 3 times we saw him, it's been an absolute disaster. Now, 2 of those times was on the same course at Muirfield, and he did not have it. But, he's had a couple weeks. Maybe he's been practicing. Maybe he's been getting his game sharp. Like, I feel like that time off, maybe it helped him. Maybe I'm falling into a trap here, but it's Justin Rose. He's performed very well at major championships. He's performed well at PGA championships. And I don't know. I mean, it's a good name. I don't see this guy missing 4 cuts in a row. And I know that's not like a great, analysis or anything like that, but it is what it is. Like, I feel like a guy with his skill set, he's going to bounce back. We're going to see that elite iron play. And the best place to do it is at a major championship. And so he's my guy that I think bounces back, and I'm going to have a little bit of exposure to him. And now, I'm not like all in on him or anything like that. Like, I don't like him like I like BK and Dustin Johnson. But I have some interest in him. Like, I like him as a tournament play. Love Finau in this range. And then, Abe Answer is the other guy that I really like. He's been playing really well. Honestly, I feel like he should be like 8,200, 8,300. I feel like we're getting a small discount on him at 7,700. And then Tommy Fleetwood, he's teeing off in the afternoon. I really liked him originally, but with these wins and, he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been as sharp. He could bounce back and he could be fine, and this price tag is cheap. I might lean heavily on Answer and Finau and a little bit of Rose, and avoid Fleetwood. I'm not sure yet though, because I like Fleetwood. We initially tagged him as an RPS play because of that price, but now we got to readjust some things with the weather. That's definitely important, and so I think we might be changing the RPS tag on him. It depends. What do you think, Tony?
About
Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah, I'm not going to play in the afternoon, guys.
I hear you.
I mean, I like him too. These are one of the examples. So, like, I think a lot of people, when they realize the tee time edge might be there, that they'll still play like 1 or 2 guys just because they like them that much. I just take the stand. I don't know. Like, I like enough guys to where I don't really have to do it. I mean, the weather looks pretty bad tomorrow afternoon. If we fall into an edge, it could be a huge edge because I think a lot of people will still play guys here and there. I do like Fleetwood. So this is like maybe my hardest decision on the slate because before I looked at the tee times, he was high on my list. I really wanted to play him at 7,700. But, man, that's one of the latest tee times, 136 it looks like. Man, I don't think I'm going to play him. But if we see the weather's not going to be as bad before then, I would definitely like him. I should say that. He's 52-1 to win the tournament. I don't know. Like, I think he's a fade for me. And Rose, I can't let you play Rose on this show. Like, you can't be playing. He's straight cuts. Oh, man. Whew. Rose
so is he just dusted? Is he completely done? Like, I mean, he was a top 10, top 5, top 10 golfer of the world.
I mean, it's so hard to play him over like Finau and Woodland and Jason Day and, man, and Sergio's hit the ball so good. It's really hard for me to play Justin Rose. But just to talk about the rest of this range, like Finau and Woodland, they both have been solid. They're both 7,900. They both got a morning tee time. You got let's look at the odds. We got Woodland sitting at 58-1. You got Finau can't win, so his win odds don't matter that much to me, but he always top 10s like AP says. AP always gets on him because he's just the top 10 machine. He's not going to win, but where's his win odds? He's 60-1. I just like those two. I mean, you look at them, and I don't completely hate Spieth I might not take him out of my player pool completely for once. So when you said that, I mean, I still don't think he's good. Like I should clarify that. But on this course, I think we're going to need some irons because the rough is going to be long. You want to be able to get those irons and putter dialed in. I don't know. It's an example of he's not going to be on my main team. No way. But if he's going to be 9% owned, 8% owned, maybe I play 15% in the 150 type thing. I don't know. And I don't love this range. Like, I'm not playing Fleetwood. I'm not going to – Abe Answer is fine, but I just don't like Abe Answer. I mean, you look at his big tournaments, he just doesn't strike me as a guy I like. I mean, T15, T58, T11. He had a second before that, a 14th. I don't know. I just want to see a little more win equity, I think, from Abe Answer in this range. Because I could see Woodland winning. I could see Jason Day winning a little higher. Spieth, I probably couldn't see winning, but Sergio could win if he gets it going. Matty Wolf, if he got it going, he's in the afternoon too, I guess. But I don't know. I think I'm off Abe Answer, even though he's going to probably be 20% owned too. People always play Abe Answer. So kind of in this range, I would say I'd rank them Woodland, Finau, Spieth.
All right. I like it. Interesting that you have Spieth in that range as ranking. You're actually ranking him this week. Like, you're going to play him.
Does that mean we get to make fun of you, Big T?
Yeah, like I want to make fun of you just because.
Oh, it's so like.
But AP, does this make you change your mind then? Because Tony's now kind of on Spieth. We got Snyder in the chat who says he likes him as a first round. I assume that means first round leader, first round bet. Does that make you change your mind a little bit, or is he just like the first round hero and then just collapses?
I mean, all I'll say is like he's playing a little better, and he's obviously a major championship winner 3-time, and I don't know if I like this course for him. I feel like the rough could be really brutal, and he's not the best off the tee, and I feel like you need really solid tee to green game here, and that's why I like. That's why I like Justin Rose. Now, it's a complete crapshoot, but like, if you don't think he has win equity, like, I mean, this guy's won. He's a major winner. He's won, 3, 4, 5 times since 2017. So, like, that form just doesn't, magically disappear. Like, I got this gut feeling with him. It's nothing like statistics or anything like that, or like stats and, whatever. I mean, I'm kind of throwing that by the wayside. It's just, this price is so low on him. I'm a market guy. I feel like I'm buying him at a value. The same could be said with like Adam Scott, but we don't know at all how we don't know what kind of form Adam Scott is in right now. At least Justin Rose has some competitive rounds under his belt, and at least he has, I think, a third place finish. It's been a while, but it was at the Charles Schwab, and then he had a 14th place finish at the RBC Heritage. And, the Charles Schwab, that was after that long break. So what I'm looking at is, we've had 2-3 weeks since we've seen Justin Rose. Maybe he took that time and got some things figured out, I like the price tag.
You got any workbench time in? The workbench might have helped him a little bit.
Justin Rose, probably not.
Oh, no, he's got to get a little time in. I mean, that would help him. I guarantee Brooks got some time in.
No, Brooks, Adam Scott, I would say
doubt.
Yes. Gary Woodland, yes. Finau, yes. He has like 9 kids, so he for sure did.
All right, boys. Well, let's get in this mid 7K range because, you see a few golfers.
Talk about Phil JSU. He's been playing good.
Oh, my guy, Phil.
JSU's on Phil?
He loves
let
Phil.
me play Phil. You never let me play Phil. You always make fun of me every time I play Phil. It's like, it's just, I don't know what to say. Like, I tell you Phil's a good play. You don't listen to me. He goes off, and it just,
How about that dude that tweeted at us last week with the Phil top T2? He had T2 last week. He was all over us about it.
Yeah. Because he knows he saw a winner, and he saw Phil, and he was like, that's a winner at that price. But no, I mean, listen, I think if you're MME and Phil's look pretty good, I would probably have a little taste, right, Tony? Just a little taste of some Phil if I was throwing the 150 in there. But Sergio Garcia at 7,600. Paul Casey. We need to talk about Paul Casey. Matt Kuchar. I mean, can we talk about Paul Casey? Because God, I mean, this dude. So T50 was he T67 and then cut T32.
I mean, it was basically a miscut last week because
it was bad.
There was only 67 in the field or something. So
it was just terrible though. But that's his last 4 tournaments. So pretty much he's made 1 cut in the last 4 tournaments because we're throwing out last week, right, Tony? Like that pretty much is a miscut. So are we on? We're not on Casey, right? Please, someone tell me we're not on Casey.
So this is where the sick part of my mind works, though. Like he was pretty good on Saturday and Sunday last week. He's super cheap. I've played him the last 2 or 3 weeks. He was in my core the last 2 weeks. Absolutely sucked. I have to listen to freaking our boy in the Discord Slapshot just tilt him all weekend and just throw little subtweets at me all weekend. But don't think I won't come back with Paul Casey because I'm coming back with Paul Casey, baby. Oh, no, he's an afternoon guy, so I can get off him. Thank you. Yes, I don't have to play him. Oh, man, I was talking myself into it. Oh, he tees off at 209 too. Yeah. We're fading Paul Casey. Slapshot, you're off the hook.
He can't putt. Like his putter is broken right now. It is absolutely broken.
And you were right again too. You said he's allergic to birdies. He was allergic to birdies. AP was all over it.
Yeah, the cash guys love him. I think they might be off him this week. I'm sure they will be.
Yeah, he's out. He gone. He just got the X button on my lineup builder.
All right, so talk about the rest of this range. I mean, it's a big range. Talk about this 7,500 and under range to 7K.
Yeah, so a lot of the guys in this range are afternoon guys, which is weird. I mean, we're taking a decent stand on that. We like a lot of the guys up top. A lot of the stud guys are morning guys, which is nice. A lot of the guys we like. A lot of guys in this range are afternoon guys. I mean, Matty Wolff is an afternoon guy. Kuchar, afternoon guy. Leishman, afternoon. Shane Lowry is a wind guy, and he tees off in the morning. So I think we have to take notice about Shane Lowry. He's definitely going to stay in, but then you go Bubba's afternoon, Todd's an afternoon, Horschel's an afternoon, Neiman's an afternoon. All these guys are afternoon guys. So for me, I want to hear what AP thinks about Chaz, big Cheddar Chaz, but Shane Lowry is definitely in play for me. Good win player, good major player in the past at times. And who else did I just see? Stenson? I think Stenson's interesting because he doesn't have to hit a lot of drivers. We've only seen him back for 1 week. Did he miss the cut last week? Or there wasn't even a cut. He finished T35 last week, his only event back. But this is the type of event I could see Stenson hanging in there. I mean, I don't love him, but I mean, maybe in this range you take a stab on him. I don't like this range, honestly. I'm looking at a lot of these guys. Not only are they afternoon guys, but besides Lowry, I really don't see anything I like. I mean, maybe one of you guys can talk me onto something, but I'm off this range a little bit.
AP, can you talk Tony onto anyone in this range?
Yeah, I can, and I tried to last week. The same guy. We had a debate who was more of a big game hunter. And we were talking about Eric Van Rooyen and Rafa Cabrera Bello. And what? So all right. So I gotta say it. Like he was massive chalk on these birdie fests, and that's not where you want to play this guy. You want to play him in tough courses. Conditions are tough. The field is stacked. And what does he do for us last week? I mean, he paid off. He was like, I had JT and I had him, and everyone else was like dead last. And so it didn't really matter for me. And so I don't have a victory lap on him at all.
Who are you talking about?
Eric Van Rooyen.
How much? Oh, he's 71.
He's 71.
I see him down there, yeah.
Yeah, are we like 75 to 71 or 7,
No, I just didn't go down. There were so many dudes right there that I didn't go down that far.
Yeah, you're in the right range.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and he starts in the morning, 7:33. And I don't think he's going to be that high owned. He's burned a lot of people in these birdie fests where you don't want to play him. I'm going to be very high on him. That's one of my plays with those guys. I just see this guy as a sneaky top 10. He just gets it done in these type of fields. If you go back and look, at his, the WGC events, the majors. I mean, this guy performs well at these type of events. BK said this is a big boy course. I think Ruyan can definitely handle it. And so that's the one I like. The other thing I got to say to any members out there, right after this call, I'm going to be refreshing the playbook a little bit, because the thing about this range is there's a lot of guys that tee off in the afternoon. And so I think Big T's right. I think we really got to limit our exposure to this range. I'm going to take another peek and see what guys in this range are teeing off in the morning and seeing if they're playable or not. So we could be having or making some changes to this for sure. Because as I'm looking at this, like Paul Casey, Matt Kuchar, Ian Poulter, Matt Wolff, all these guys are teeing off in the afternoon, and we got them as plays. I like them, like on paper, like without factoring in any weather or anything like that. Solid plays. But now, factor in the weather and that we want to get all in on this early wave. I really think that's what we want to do. I'm going to be making some changes for sure. So for me, it's Erik van Rooyen. And originally I liked Matt Kuchar, but 220 tee time, and it's not like he's playing that well right now. So I think it's easy to move off of him. And I'm going to, do one last comb through to see if there's any other options, and we could move like a guy like Paul K. I would love to move him to the fade list. I don't know if Hoop will let me do that. We'll see. But honestly, I just think he's a full fade.
All right. Tony, anyone else in that lower 7K range that you didn't get to that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so there were so many dudes in that range that I didn't even make my way all the way down there. But so you get down to 7,200. I think Harris English he's tailor-made for this course, like totally built for this course. Harris English, 7,200, morning tee time. He is, what is he to win this thing? He is, see if I can find his odds real quick. Where is he? I'll find his odds in a minute, but he's tailor-made for this course. I like everything about that price point. And Max Homa, another guy that we've kind of played a little bit, he's been pretty good in these type of tournaments where you need the irons. I like him in this spot. Looking at a few other guys. Tom Lewis had like some weird odds. I seen some matchups or something with Tom Lewis, and I didn't really understand it. Maybe it's something with the course or something. Harris English is 130 to 1, which isn't great. Tom Lewis is 130 to 1 also. I like EVR. I do like that call from AP. Every time AP takes a stand, I mean, I got to give him credit. He's been all over these guys like this. EVR last week, another good call. Big Game Hunter. I mean, in my Big Game Hunter last week, I take L's when I need them. He finished DFL, dead freaking last. RCB, that's where he finished. So I'll take my L. AP definitely owned me on that one. EVR, I'm getting on with them too this week. Like EVR,
yeah, I think we got to, man. I think we do.
7,100. I mean, he's going to be less than 5% owned. Sign me up. I'm all for that. My boy Warinsky, he wasn't in the field last week. He won on the whatever the other tournament was called, the Barracuda or whatever the thing was, but he won the tournament, so he kept it rolling. But he's an afternoon guy, so we can't get on him. Boozing, hosing, friggin' JSU's boy's an afternoon guy.
Speaking about giving credit to people, I mean, I'm just gonna say,
winners win, JSU.
You just gave Erik van Rooyen you gave AP credit for Erik van Rooyen. You know who tied Erik van Rooyen? My boy Christian Boozin, who tied it.
Hold on a second. You're taking victory lap for T20?
No. I'm not taking a victory lap. I'm listening to what you said. You just gave AP credit for the Van Rooyen call. He scored 75 DraftKings points, Van Rooyen did. You gave him credit. My boy Boozenhout scored 77.5.
Are you taking another 2-point victory lap?
He outscored Erik van Rooyen. And you're not giving me a mention. You're just giving AP a mention. I
got to do better than T20.
This guy behind me. This guy, he was 6,800. Tony.
Oh, get my chair out of the way.
He was 6,800, and he scored 77. Jimmy Furyk would have never scored 77.
20, JS. Winners win.
God. What do you want? How much more do you want out of a
The good thing is he's an
golfer?
afternoon guy this week, so you're not allowed to play him.
No. No. What? Oh, this just ruins everything. Someone posted in the golf chat and just had like my core as Christian Buzenow, like
that was
spot.
a good post.
That was a real good post. Oh man, no. Well, all right, back to the drawing board for JSU. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I got to take my picture off now too because I can't play him. I can't recommend him. God. All right. Well, we're going to need some more plays, in this range coming up. But let's talk about it. This lower, this 6K range. Are there guys like last week where we can go to that are cheap that we can plug in? Or is this a range where we're more kind of staying away? AP, I'll start with you.
Is this the anti-workbench range? Is that what we're calling it?
It could be.
I think they're yeah. Okay. So like one play I really like, Nick Taylor, 6,300. I think it's a misprice. Like you can't tell me Nick Taylor, 6,300. Like it's just, I don't know. I'm going to be overweight on him. I just feel like he's one guy. He starts, his tee times early in the morning. He's a guy that can play phenomenal golf. It's not like his odds are good or anything like that. But we've seen him, we've seen him post top 10s. He's a PGA Tour winner. He posted a 35th place finish last week. He was really a strong tee to green last week. So like playing him, it's what I'm trying to do is trying to free up salary and space in my lineup to get the two guys that I really like and want to be overweight on. And so I like a play like him. Zach Johnson, I mean, it's kind of gross, but like he's not playing terrible right now. I feel like he's a guy that can make a cut. He comes into these majors with a chip on his shoulders. Like I feel like the conditions aren't going to be really pure, and that's where you can play a guy like Zach Johnson. Is he a big hitter? No. Is he a grinder? Yes. Is he fine tee degree? Yes. Does he have a lot of experience? He does. He's 6,500. I feel like, and he has an early tee time, which is going to be important, for me all week. I feel like he's going to be my cut maker. He's going to help me, I'm going to try to get a 6-6 through. Like those 6-6 rates have been absolutely really low. And if you get a guy like Zach Johnson, maybe he, makes a few putts and, posts a top 25, I would even take a top 30 from him. Just because I'm so confident on the other two guys in my lineup. And then, a guy like Jim Furyk falls into that same category, as far as true punts go.
He's an afternoon fella.
Furyk, yeah, okay.
Thank God.
Oh, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at my notes. And, yeah, Hoopster put Furyk up there. So we'll change that. We'll write him off. But, I think the two other guys I have interest in, actually – I'll keep it two, is Lucas Glover and Luke List, 6,800 and 6,700. Just two guys that, they're playing good golf. Luke List, he can bomb it. His tee degree game right now is like a lot better than what it used to be. He's always been really solid off the tee. He hits it a mile. But his approach game looks a little bit better. He just sucks. He is so bad at putting. And we just need him to make a few putts this week at 6,800. I might have a share of him. I think Lucas Glover is safer at 6,700. And then it's Nick Taylor for me at 6,300.
All right. Big T, what do you got in this range?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have a core play in this range. I feel really good about a guy. First of all, I need to talk about Brandt Snedeker. I played him last week. I've never played him in my life. I played him last week, and he just sucked so freaking bad. He's an afternoon guy, so I wouldn't even think about playing him anyways. But, God, I just had to bring up how bad he was because he's just terrible at golf. But, yeah, I'm X-buttoning him right now because I can't believe I played him last week. But, I mean, I like this range. Like AP talked about, Glover, 6,700, has been good this year, birdie maker. I got to come back with my boy RCB again, 6,700. RCB is going to be just completely unowned. Again, not a like main play or anything, but I like him. And then, I mean, you got guys like Rory Sabatini has always been good with irons and in courses like this. He's going to be low owned. All these guys are going to be low owned to where I say it every week on this show, but when you're doing the Millie Maker, play 10% Rory Sabatini. You are way above the field, and he's got a chance to finish top 15 or something. I don't think he'll win the tournament, but top 15 or so. But my core play, I think he's going to be a core play. I got to get my core plays up after this, after I get a good feel. But Ryan Palmer, he's 90-1. The last 2 weeks he finished – two of the last 3 weeks, because he didn't play 2 weeks ago, but he finished 15th last week and second at the Memorial, which the Memorial was a really tough tournament. If you look at the odds to win the tournament out of this whole range on a site like Bookmaker, everybody's like 150, 200-1. Ryan Palmer's 90-1, 95-1 on Bookmaker. Way better odds, 6,900, a couple good finishes. I don't know if he's for sure going to be a core play because I don't know if I need it depending on how high I go for my top two guys. But he's really close to a core play if he's not. Like I can almost guarantee he's going to be on my main team. He's just a really good play. And I like his upside because a guy like that can go low. I mean, he just finished second. He finished 15th in a really hard tournament. So I like him a ton. Got a good tee time, nice and early. AP, what do you think of my boy Ryan Palmer?
Yeah, I just was writing them down right now. It's just, when you're going through this, you're doing your research, that's why it's good to talk through plays like this. Like I overlooked them, but honestly, I don't know. I might like him better than the two guys I was on in this range, Lucas Glover and especially Luke List. Like Ryan Palmer, I mean, yeah, he's been playing really well. And I think a second place finish at the Memorial in really tough conditions. His approach game is phenomenal right now. His tee to green game is phenomenal. I think, man, I'm with you, Big T.
God, but we got good mojo going on this show tonight.
I think.
Together. Oh, now we get Dunkel. Now we get the
yeah. So now we just upgraded.
Rory.
We just
all the
upgraded.
mojo we just went.
No. We
Rory?
just upgraded.
What's going on, boys?
What's up, man? I mean, we just got, Run Pure Bets, Uncle Dunkel, JJ, guys smoking hot in golf right now. 7-0 in his golf bets. Just
is that a Vegas Dave 7-0 or an actual 7-0?
Oh, well.
So I do the first of all, I love Vegas Dave, so let's make sure that's put into the air. But no, I mean, do the videos weekly with Mangone. Been doing them for 6 weeks now. Gave out 2 bets last week. But yeah, it's been 7-0. Last week I was huge on the winner. 2 weeks ago I was huge on Rahm. The week before that it was Harris English top 20. Last week was Xander too, top 20. So yeah, it's been a pretty good run. But
it's even more impressive, though, I might add, that you have to carry all the way to Mangone. Like, to pick that many winners when you're on a show with Mangone, I mean, you should get double duty for that.
He's allergic.
It's like the Earth's right on top of my shoulders, Tony.
Oh.
All right. Well, this is perfect because we pick winners on this show. So Adam Dunkel just, makes it better. We just upgraded. More winners for you guys. But Tony, I think we finished out most of the 6K range, unless you have anyone else you want to touch on. But
I'll take a little gander here. Well, get some thoughts from Dunkel about the studs. See who Dunkel likes up in the stud range.
Well, let's talk to Dunkel real quick because I mean, Dunkel, what are you thinking here? At the top, you can give it to us. If you like a bet at the top, you can talk about that, or if you like a certain play for DFS, let's hear it.
Yeah, so for me, slamming the lock button, Rory and Cantlay. I don't. For me, somebody who's watched Rory the last few weeks, and again, I'm not like this like super numbers golf guy. I know like the numbers hardos are probably having a heart attack hearing me say Rory here, but like for me, like who's watched him play, like he's been so in and out with his consistency. Like you'll see him birdie 3 or 4 holes in a row, and then like he just gives one back and then gives 2 back after. He said his form is much better than how he's looked. And he expects to show it in this tournament. Granted, I'm sure that's a bit from a biased perspective from him. But, I've seen a lot of good things from him. Obviously, a lot of bad. But I think more of the bad's been mental. And there's a ton of motivation for this tournament. So I'm hoping we see the better form of him. And that's why I like him top 20. I know that a lot of Jersey books have that at -120. It really depends where you're where you're playing. But that's going to be my favorite bet is Rory top 20 minus 120. And then basically any matchup involving Rory except for versus JT, I'm cool with as well. You guys seem like you're big on the Koepka train.
BDB or BDK, yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Yeah,
Tony loves Brooks.
I mean, Uncle, you can't take Rory over.
I think I'm all in on him, to be honest.
Yeah,
can we go back and can we change your pick on the show? Can we go back and change
talk
it to
about
Koepka?
Talk about Koepka real quick, Tony. Try and talk Dunkel into it.
Hold on a second here. Let me show Dunkel. I mean,
that guy looks like a winner.
Like that's what winners look like.
Yeah, I mean that's the same winner who watered a hole that all he had to do was basically lay up for par, and he let JT hit a nervous. He just
wanted to get people's hopes up though. Last week wasn't a major. He's ready this. Look at that smile on his face. That's the smile of a winner, Dunkel.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to see him kind of correct his form because 2-3 weeks ago he was like in the real doghouse, but we'll see. I mean, look, again, it makes a lot of sense. I just think the market's kind of way too over-adjusted for him here, at least from a betting perspective. Obviously, in DFS, got
a 14-inch third leg, Dunkel. I mean, they got to account for it. I mean, when you're hanging 3 on the ground like that, I mean, you got to adjust.
But yeah, I prefer. I prefer. Obviously, it's more of a betting take versus a DFS one, but I prefer Rory versus with the market with the way it looks right now. You can just get a lot better odds with Rory. And again, I know that it's very easy to take his whole game from a total perspective and not be happy with it, but I think it's been more mental with him, and I think he kind of figures it out in this tournament.
Hey, Dunkel, what did you think about that OKC plus 210 play from Big T earlier?
Yeah, winner, chicken dinner. That's it.
Yes, sir.
We love it. Hopefully you got 7 more. Right? Coming? 5 or 7?
I got 5 more plays. It's a light.
He's got Brad Wanamaker going off right now.
Yeah, is he going off really?
Oh, I mean, he's playing. Yeah, I mean, he's 12 DraftKings points.
Yeah, I mean, what more do you want? 12 DK
7 minutes
winners
in.
Win, JSU.
Winners win.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a beautiful play right there. I mean, everyone was trying to talk you off.
Slap shots in the chat right now, like, Wanamaker, he's terrible. Only 12 in the second quarter. I mean. Freaking slap shot.
And the game could blow out. That could help him. It's 48-21.
Jeez. Let's ease up on the game right now. AP, some of us are very heavy on it, so let's not talk about blowouts here.
I'll talk about blowouts. My guy gets hurt every night. My guy gets hurt or in foul trouble.
Listen, I'm just saying though, we got some people that are pretty heavy on this game right now.
I mean, we don't make excuses on the Wednesday show.
We don't make any excuses at all. Winners win, right? You know who doesn't win is Ben Simmons.
Need bad mojo,
Ben Simmons does not win.
Ben Simmons is not a winner.
Can I not hit Ben Simmons on the head? Oh God!
Did we talk about who we think we're going to win?
No,
we didn't get there yet.
Yeah,
we didn't get there yet. I mean, Big T,
we got to go through some matchups. Now that we got
to break this matchups down.
The matchup segment is the best segment here. Let me pull these matchups up here. Let's see what we got. I can't wait to see some Rory matchups because I want some Dunkel bucks. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going head to head with him and Koepka, I'm in, Tony.
Oh yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at the object because I like to leave it for this segment. Are you hustling me? Let's see here what we got.
No, Koepka's got better odds. I mean, it depends your sports book because all these books, it's really there's so many different futures and so much different money in play that it really.
I usually just pull them on Bookmaker. I mean, yeah, like you said, there's different ones there. Let's work our way down the list just like we usually do. Let's find it. So it's first one, Billy Ho minus 130 over Chaz. Doesn't necessarily. I forgot about a cheap guy that we need to talk about just because our boy Danny Lee is like 6,100 birdie maker, not a main team player, but a millie maker type play where Danny Lee makes a ton of birdies and he's just, 6,100. Like if he makes the cut, he's probably going to pay off your thing because he's going to make a ton of birdies. So don't forget about Danny Lee at 6,100, like we always say. But Sebastian Munoz is minus 121 versus him. We got. Wow, Davis Love the third is in this field. Seriously, Sean Norris is minus 190 versus Davis Love. I can't believe Davis Love is still in this field. That can't be right. I got to be looking at something wrong. Is he really in the field? Does anyone know?
Anyone on Davis Love?
I see DraftKings odds for him too.
I mean, Davis Love the third. Wow. I can't believe he's in the field. I mean, Sean Norris has to be able to beat whoever Norris is. He has to be able to beat Davis Love the third. But okay, let's move our way down the list. We got, man, how do I get to the good people here? Let's see. Varner is minus 130 versus Doc. Matt Fitzpatrick. So here's two good guys. Matt Fitzpatrick minus 144 over Adam Scott. Adam Scott's interesting because he hasn't played at all over here. He was hiding from the COVID for like 6 weeks. He's finally back over here. He practiced last week. No one really knows what to think about Adam Scott. And Fitzpatrick's played like every week. So for me, I think laying 144 with Fitzpatrick is just easy money. Like, he's just so much more form. Adam Scott could blow up out here. He just hasn't played competitive golf. So what do you think about that, Dunkel? Like, we got a guy that's played every week. We got a guy that hasn't played at all, that was literally overseas, flies over. He did practice last week a little bit, but minus 144. What do you think about a matchup like that?
So if you're talking from a value perspective, I mean, Fitzpatrick, more or less a consensus of 37 to 45 to 1, depending your book. I think you can even find 35. Adam Scott's odds are more in the 70s. So you're basically, just from a market perspective, betting on Fitzpatrick seems to make a lot more sense. That line, based on what the markets look like for futures, that head-to-head line should really look like minus 200. So from a numbers perspective, you're definitely looking at a lot of value there at minus 144 in favor of Fitzpatrick.
So am I allowed to put this for my bets? Am I allowed to give out a free winner on the bet side? Can I put that on my column?
I mean, you've been giving out free winners.
I mean, it's just easy. Like, you got to take care of the people. I mean, the winners, they just flow. I mean, I got to write this one down. This one's for sure going on my column, so the YouTube people get it for free. Matt Fitzpatrick minus 144 over Adam Scott. I'll put it on the sheet later tonight. Chalk it down. Let's move our way down the list. Here's an interesting one. Xander and Cantlay, two of the most popular people. I said earlier in the show that a lot of the cash people might start with these two on their team. Xander is minus 150 over Cantlay. That feels like a very big price. I like it because I like Xander way more than Cantlay. So it makes me feel like I shouldn't play much Cantlay, play way more Xander. I just think Xander has a good chance to win this tournament. So I like that. AP, what do you think about that line? Xander versus Cantlay, Xander being a pretty big favorite.
Yeah, I think what you do is, from a DFS perspective, you play Xander over Cantlay. And Xander, he hits it a mile. He's a big game hunter. And as BK said, this is a big boy course. And Xander, he's a big boy. He can hang with them. And, I'm trying to, like, dial down my player pool. And I honestly – and I'm not like playing 150 or anything like that. But I honestly might remove Cantlay because I think he's going to be chalky, and he's a good play. I'm not like, if you like him, play him. But I want to get really dialed in. I want my core to be really focused. And that's something to where, like, that'll help me make that decision to where I'll remove Cantlay, and all those shares will now go to Xander. That originally it was going to be split between the two. So no, I like it, man.
Let's move along. We got here's two cheap guys. We didn't really talk about Fratelli. We talked about Glover, liking Glover. Fratelli's a 123 favorite over Glover, so that makes me think. I mean, I don't know if Fratelli, without actually going back to the other pages, if he's a morning guy, I would have some interest with Fratelli. We could look at that with matchups too. Like, that's an interesting dynamic where, if I'm guessing these are the tee times, so they probably don't have. Dunkel, a lot of these matchups are in the same group, or is that not true?
I guess it depends on the site, because some of them will just give you who they consider to be a fair matchup, and then they'll do actual tournament matchups with who they're traveling with. They have like the 6 balls, the 3 balls. So it really depends on the exacts that you're looking at, but they will offer, actual tournament matchups.
We could have a decent edge. I mean, we like the morning wave. So we could go through here and like look at all the morning matchup versus afternoon matchups. It could be an interesting edge to go and bet a bunch of those for like a quarter of a unit or something, and just take our chances with the weather edge too. Is that something you'd recommend, Dunkel? Like, if we think there's a morning edge, just literally going through and betting all the morning guys for, I have no idea how many matchups there'd be, but say there's 20 of them, putting like 0.2 of a unit and just bet all 20 of them and just hope the weather edge hits.
Yeah, I think you can start the day betting the folks you want to bet. If you're concerned about weather and how it's going to impact the players you actually want to bet going into the day, you can wait until the day is over. Like again, if you assume, your first place guy tomorrow is going to be -6, -8, whoever that is, ish, and you're afraid of maybe poor weather in terms of wind in the afternoon, wait to bet the guys you want. Like wait until Friday when they're teeing off in the morning, right? Where you know they're going to get a little better edge weather-wise. So that, ultimately at the end of the day, you want to be on Sunday from a betting perspective. You want to have like 4 to 5 tickets in your hand that have a shot. You don't necessarily need to win, but you want to have 4 to 5 tickets in your hand that have a shot to win it, all with good odds. Again, live betting, golf, there's a tons of holes in the market. And again, leveraging things like weather are definitely helpful.
Yeah. So working our way down, we got Zach Johnson's favorite. How much was Zach Johnson, AP? Was he
6,500?
6,500 favorite over RCB. I talked about playing RCB. Is Zach Johnson a morning tee time?
Yeah.
So Zach Johnson, I think, like I talked about playing RCB, seeing Zach Johnson's a -140 favorite. I like Zach Johnson a little more now than RCB just because I see that. Woodland and Spieth. Woodland is 126 over Spieth. We talked a little bit about that range. I think Spieth is usually a big dog against a lot of his matchups, only being a 126 to 104 dog. That shows me a little something for Spieth. We got Neiman, a big favorite over Phil. Harris English, 130 favorite over Max Homa. We got, let's see what else we got. So this is it. Matthias Schwab is -175 over Sepp Straka. Like if I see that, I could never play Sepp Straka over Matthias, which I kind of like Matthias Schwab too. He's been pretty good overseas, which naturally I think he'd be a better wind player. Might not be true at all, but in my head, I would assume him to be a better wind player just because he's from over there. Keep moving down. When are we going to get to the good people? Christian Buzenhosen is a -119 favorite over Camp Champ. Woodland's favorite over Hatton.
I heard you guys love Spieth at 70 to 1.
Ooh. I don't think so.
Tony does. Tony loves him.
Tony was texting me all day about Spieth.
So
I don't mind him at 70 to 1.
Tony, so what do? You talked about Ryan Palmer, right?
Yeah.
You like them. So I'm seeing on DraftKings, Ches Reeves a -125 favorite over Ryan Palmer. When you see that, what do you like? Does that make you go back a little bit? How does that work?
No, I mean I like Ches too, so it kind of just gives me conviction on both of them. Like I like a lot of the studs up top, so I honestly have no issue with playing two cheaper guys like that. And those are my two favorites in that range. So if you play two guys down that low, you're instantly going to be unique too because you can fit two studs. There's so many good mid-range plays that a lot of people are going to go with the mid-range build like they always do. Not many people are going to play Ryan Palmer and Ches Reeve in a big build. If you do that, though, like let's just say, let's plug it in a team real quick. If I want to play Brooks, I play Brooks. I play Ches. Ches is 7,400 too. I thought he was a little lower than that. So Ches is 500 more than Palmer. So that does stick out a little bit. Like I don't know if I can play Ches at 7,400. 500 is a decent amount difference. I was thinking he was like 6,900 too for some reason. So I take back what I said. I don't think I like Ches as much at 7,400. I was thinking he was cheaper. So if that 500 gets you something, though, I think you can do it. But I definitely thought he was cheaper than 7,400. You're talking you can get Harris English for 7. Like I would play Harris English. Hopefully we get that matchup because I think Harris English is a way better play than Ches, and he's 200 cheaper. So.
What was your guys' take on Brooksy? Because it's funny. I mean, not Brooksy, Bryson. Because it's funny, right? Like literally 3 weeks ago, everybody was knob slobbing and not on the show, I mean just in general. And like his odds for majors was like 10-1, 9-1. And now I'm looking at numbers 15-1. He obviously, he quadruple bogey, well, more than that, the put up a 10 spot on that par 5, and then last week was average at best. Do you guys now like him with the market now kind of not as into him anymore, or are you guys just kind of taking it easy with Bryson?
What do you think, AP?
Yeah, so after that first event when we saw him, Bryson was 28-1. And I was looking at that, I'm like, that's a phenomenal price for this guy who's just going to trend upwards. But now, when you look at his iron play, I don't know if I can do it. His irons are not where they need to be, and he's been blowing up. And so I just, what I was saying is I wanted to, when he was 28-1, I wanted to get on him. I wanted to put a bet in. I didn't. I wish I would have, but now I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at, the last few events, and I'm just looking at how bad his approach game has been, how bad his irons has been. I think he has some stuff to figure out. I mean, he's a beast off the tee. He hits it a mile, and he could show up, and he could, we could see that old form that we saw at the Rocket Mortgage. However, that was a birdie fest. That was an easy course. Travelers, fairly forgiving, not the easiest. Travelers is a little bit, tougher, but still kind of a forgiving course. Same with the RBC Heritage. Now we get Memorial, which he miscut at, and WGC, which he underwhelmed at, and now we get another tough course. I mean, PGA Championship, tough course. I like how Brooks Koepka has trended over, mainly the last event. And I'm siding with that. So I'm not on Bryson at all, but it's an interesting discussion for sure.
So I'm as big a Bryson guy as anyone. I love him. I would honestly have more interest. I'm just taking a big stand on the morning guys. So he's an afternoon guy, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, he's almost a 2 p.m. tee off. I like Bryson. Bryson is going to be super low owned. No one's going to play Bryson, which gives me maybe I throw one Bryson team just because that length, man. If he hits fairways, he is going to contend in every golf tournament. I think he can. I'm super high on Bryson. I still think Bryson's maybe the best player in the world. The afternoon tee time, the rough being super heavy, the wind in the afternoon, I just think it's a really bad combo for him this week. This is the first week I've faded him, honestly. And I just don't – I think there's edge. I can't wait till we get to these – let's get to these good guys matchups because I'm interested to see a bunch of the good guys as we go through. Well, let's see what we got. So here's an interesting one for me. I said I love Morikawa. This is a perfect example of how I build my teams. We got Morikawa is how much? Why is he not? Why is he not?
Hey, real quick, Tony, have you seen the wind? I mean, this is just. I think we have to go all in on the morning guys. I mean, it's no wind in the morning at all, and then it's 2:00. It's 20-mile-an-hour gusts that creeps up to 30-mile-an-hour gusts and 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds. I mean, that's a huge edge for the morning guys. I mean, at least a shot, you would think.
I think I basically think the best example is if we're wrong and there's no edge, we still have guys we like. Pick guys you like still. We're not forcing it. We're not playing guys we don't like just for the weather. We're still playing guys we like and we play no matter what. But if the wind really picks up in the afternoon and we bank a really big weather edge, that's a tournament winning upside fade that we can go with. And I just think it is. So this is an example. Morikawa, 8,600. Xander Schauffele, who I think will be the highest owned player in the entire field, 10K. You got Morikawa, a minus 126 favorite over him. Why would you play Xander over Morikawa when the ownership is going to be similar, but you save $1,400 in salary? You could play them both too. I should clarify that because I do really like Xander. But if it came down to, say, Morikawa and a 8K guy or Xander and a 6,600 guy with that 1,400, how could you not take Morikawa and an 8K guy, right, AP? Like, I mean, how could you possibly choose Xander and a 6,600 guy over Morikawa and an 8K guy?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. And I think all the cash guys would agree with you for sure. Like a Hoopster's on here right now. He'd be saying, yes, sir. I think in tournaments you can get different though, man. I mean, Xander gives you that upside. Like,
so does Morikawa though, right?
Yeah, he does. But that's going to help to determine ownership as well. I mean, I think Morikawa could be.
To be fair, they're both going to be super high owned.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be very high owned.
I mean, the Morikawa at 8,600 is just. There's no way he's not like very, very chalky.
I literally might lock my two guys in though.
Who?
Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka.
Oh God, Dustin Johnson.
Yeah. Oh. Pick a guy. He's my winner. We haven't got to winners yet, but I think he's going to steal the show from our guy.
You said you're 12-0 against me. I've never beat you.
We can extend it. 13-0.
I'm for sure taking Morikawa against DJ. So.
Oh, I would take that in a second.
Yeah, it's in. You're going to go. What are you right now? 14-0. You're going to be 15-0 now because I got Morikawa over DJ.
Oh, that's too good.
Let's keep it moving.
Tony, where are these Rory matches?
We're working our way down, JSU. We're having a drink. We're hanging out.
Actually, okay, serious question since I brought it up. Can you pull up the DJ matchups real quick?
No, hold on. We're working our way. You guys are getting ahead of yourself here. Don't rush the process. We're working our way down. Okay, Ryan. Oh, this one gets me excited. Ryan Palmer versus Emiliano Grillo. Grillo freaking killed me like 10 different weeks. Like, he was awful. But Ryan Palmer, minus 175 versus Grillo. That feels good for Palmer. We got Corey Connors is a massive favorite over Ian Poulter, so I wouldn't play Ian Poulter. Work our way down. Hatton's favorite over Spieth. Sergio's favorite over Justin Rose. I thought I just said – so this is weird because – this is what I was just saying. Oh, Xander and what am I talking? So I'm just oh man, you guys got me in the wine bottle. So I just talked about Morikawa and Cantlay. I thought I was talking about Xander when I said that matchup in my head. I might have even said Xander. Did I say Xander when I was talking about it?
Nope.
Yeah, I said Cantlay. Okay.
I
was confused in my head. I thought I was talking about Xander, but Morikawa was favored over Cantlay, but then Xander is favored over Morikawa minus 139. So the whole time I was talking, I was completely in my head. I was wrong. So the bottle of wine got to me there for sure.
Put the bottle down, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, I can't put it down. It's part of the process. You guys made fun of me. It's part of the process of picking winners, but let's keep moving along. Finau is minus 140 over Hovland. I like Finau a ton over Hovland. Speaking for Showdown, what is the chat saying? Speaking for Showdown. No, we're not talking about Showdown. We're talking about the overall tournament here. We're talking about the $1 million we're about to ship at Run Pure Sports. See, let's get to these good dudes. Let's start. Jason Day. Here you go, AP. Jason Day minus 145 over Finau. I like that. Our boy Jason Day.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
We got Hideki's favorite over Tiger. Answer's favorite over Rose. Xander Schauffele's a massive favorite over Hideki. Okay, here comes a good one. Bryson is 125 over your boy DJ. Interesting. Bryson's way more expensive, though, so that doesn't really say that much. Here we go. Rory is minus 194 versus DJ. I mean, they're a different price range, but you can't lock DJ, AP. Come on, you're not locking DJ.
He's 9K. They're definitely a different price range. What I'm saying, what's DJ versus like Morikawa?
I hope they show it. Like, I want to see that, but let's see. Rory is minus 165 versus poor Bryson. I mean, poor Bryson. I mean, AP or freaking Dunkel's got the Rory thing. I got a Rory. Should I take this thing off the wall? Look at this thing. I got to take it off the wall real quick. I mean, look at this thing. This has got to be a good sign. I mean, I can't see it. I'm dropping thing. You can't see it. Oh, no. Hold on. I gotta show. This could be a turning point here. I gotta get this. Hold on.
A turning point.
I gotta be able to. Can we see it now?
Oh yeah, we can see it now.
Wow.
I mean, we got
Nice.
Rory hanging in the thing. I mean, is that a sign that we need that winners win? I mean, is that a sign?
I don't know. Are you going on to the Dunkel train? Are you going
Dunkel
to
comes
the Uncle
on. He
Dunkel
starts.
train?
He's 7-0. I mean, he's 19-0 in golf parlays. He hasn't lost it's tough to fade that when he comes on the train.
And he's holding Mangone on his shoulders the entire time, which is the most impressive thing of the whole bunch.
I mean, imagine going
guys.
7-0 doing shows with Mangone, who hasn't picked a winner since like 1973.
Here's one.
That's not true. He had an overs
Patrick.
on rebounds like 7 months ago on like Draymond.
That's right, a live show.
Hey, Big T. All right, so Patrick Cantlay is only, I mean, a minus 130 favorite against Hideki Matsuyama. So Matsu is a plus 110. I mean, their price range is massive. Like their price difference is massive. I mean, Matsuyama's what, 8,100, 8,200?
Yeah.
I
I think I'm off Cantlay. Cantlay's matchup sucks. Like all of Cantlay's, what in the world was that?
Do you think I was going to look at
We got to fade Cantlay. Like Cantlay's going to be chalky. His matchups look
he's a morning
rough.
guy though. Matsuyama's afternoon guy. Oh
yeah,
man.
but I mean, we can't play. Well, I'm not talking. I'm talking about DFS. Yeah, like as far as the matchup, yeah, I like Cantlay. All morning dudes over afternoon dudes.
All right, hey, check this out, okay? All right, so Jason Day minus 140 over Victor Hovland. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, I like that one.
All right, so okay, I won't lock button DJ, but can I lock button Jason Day? JD? Just reverse it around, instead of DJ, JD.
Whew. I might like your first one more. The first one more. Oh man. So freaking Dunkel was hustling me this whole time. You knew Rory was minus 170 versus Brooks? You were hustling me? You were sandbagging me?
I mean, it really depends on the book. It really depends.
You
on the
were
book you're looking at.
sandbagging me. You secret handshaking asshole. Like this dude was sandbagging me. 170? That's like what AP always does to me. We get these wagers and then I look and I got like a plus 200 dog every week.
Here's another reason why we fade Tiger this week. Xander is minus 200 against Tiger Woods. That's a massive favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw Brooks is favored minus 167 over Woods too.
Yeah, Tiger. I mean, you can't play Tiger this week. Let's pick some winners. Dunkel needs to talk to us about. He's the one that's 12-0. He needs to lead us into the winners column.
Yeah, Dunkel. Let's see. Is there any matchups that catch your eye?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm cool with Rory versus anybody not named JT. I like.
What are you scared of JT? Why are you scared of JT?
Scared of my boy.
I mean, there's a lot to be scared about there.
Get in there and get him, Dunkel. Don't be scared.
I just know that there could be books that have that
a lot of power.
That have that as a matchup, and it's not one I want to be on. I'll be on all the others. I just don't want to be on that one.
I'm going to bet that one right now. I'm going to put it in there. Rory versus JT. Where's it at? What kind of price can I get?
Like I said, I like Rory top 20. The problem I have with a lot of the books that I see is that the matchups are actually Rory versus Cantlay, which does me no good. But I do like Cantlay this week. I just think the market's kind of gone backwards on him. For not exactly the right reasons. Like, I mean, he's sitting there 25-1 in this tournament. Like, that's juicy. So I do like Cantlay as far as the market goes, and Rory. So basically, a lot of matchups that involve Cantlay, a lot of matchups that involve Rory. Whatever you have in your books, those are the two I really like. Unless, of course, they're going against each other, then don't touch it.
You got any long shots for us?
You said locks?
No, long shots. Like any long shots.
I gotta be honest, I haven't dug too deep into the long shots. I usually rely on my counterpart Mangone for the long shots. I mean, he
You better look quick because that's the next part of the segment. So you better skim it quick as we get into the picks, because we're all making picks on this show because we pick winners.
Sure.
So we got to keep going with that.
And you got to pick 3. You get the price. Like, I think how many winners? We've hit a few winners this year, but you got to pick 3 and you get the price. So if you ever hit a long shot, you're going to win the season.
Oh, what's funny? You begged me to take JT last week. T, you remember that?
You got the dub.
No, I didn't take him. Remember, I said it was too easy. I moved on.
P. You got to book the dubs when you can book the dubs.
All right, should we pick?
AP, pick your first 3 guys. We got to get this going. Who are you picking?
All right, I'm gonna say. All right, so Dustin Johnson, 20-1. I'm gonna
23-1 at DK. Get the extra 3. 23-1.
23. I'm gonna say Justin Rose.
Oh God.
50-1.
I just puked in my mouth.
I know, I did too a little bit.
Justin Rose is 75-1 at
75-1.
Extra odds. 75. No, just pick someone else. I can't have you just pick a loser. Like, we win on this show. Pick someone else.
You said long shot, man.
But he can't win. He sucks.
He's won before.
Oh.
No, I'm sticking to it.
You're sticking with him, 75-1. Okay.
Yeah, this is a long shot. I mean,
75-1.
Then where's he at? Hold on. Let's take I'm trying to remember who all has morning tee times.
I'll tell you if they're not.
Okay. Jason Day was my other guy.
Jason Day.
What's he at, DK?
He is
35.
35-1.
35, yeah.
I like that. I have a good feeling. Jason Day feels like the show pick. Like,
that might be the best one out of all those.
I like that.
All right.
JSU, who you got?
Oh, I gotta go now?
Yeah, you gotta go. What do you mean?
No, I'm usually the last.
Oh, you can go last. Then we can go to Dunkel. I won't mess up your mojo.
I can slide in.
Perfect.
Slide in.
All right. So as you guys know, we pick 3.
Yeah, through any range too. Because if you book the dub, you still get those. You can pick 3 favorites if you want.
So it's going to be Rory, Cantlay, and Answer. Those are going to be my 3.
You got Rory, because we always go by DK odds because I think it works at the most places. So you got Rory 14-1. You got Cantlay, you said?
Yep.
25-1. And who's the third one?
Answer, who's, I believe, 55-1.
55-1, correct. Okay, who do I got? Let's work. I mean, I have to take Big Dick Brooks. He's 11-1 on DK. Let's see who else I got. I'm taking Ryan Palmer for sure too. How much is he?
He's probably like 5,000-1.
Yeah, 125-1 for Palmer. And
I might put that bet in. I like that a lot.
Yeah, 125-1 is pretty saucy. Let's see. And is Shane Lowry was a morning guy, right? Yeah, Shane Lowry at 75-1 is going to be my third guy.
All right. So I got Harris Inglis at 100-1.
God, that's a good pick. That's better than my picks. I mean, that's a good pick.
I was really worried you were going to take him too.
I can't believe I missed him. I'm so disappointed right now.
I can't believe you missed him either. I was for sure thinking that was going to be the guy you said when you said
this is why JSU sits in that seat. I mean, he waited me out.
100-1 on Harris. That's the best bet of any of us right there. Like, that's our show pick. Harris English 100-1 is outrageous. That's the best pick of any of us.
Well, I'm glad because I know my final pick you're not going to like. So this will definitely be I'm glad I got one that Big T approves of. That's for sure.
Please don't pick Christian Buzenhosen.
No. I'm not even there yet. Just give me a second here, all right? I'm talking about the top guy. So for the top, I got Daniel Berger at 30-1. I like him. And then I'm going to call it a long shot, even though Harris English has just a little better odds than him. But mark down Phil Mickelson. Give me the 90-1 Phil Mickelson just to troll.
To win the tournament?
He came in second last week.
Oh my God,
He's
Chad.
going to troll the crap out of you, Tony. Just like I troll the crap out of you with every other pick I make. Christian Busenhout, Jim Furyk that you called. What a terrible call.
I mean,
Jim
there is
Furyk.
a zero. You should get like 1,000 to 1 on Phil Mickelson. He's 50 years old. Oh,
This is golf. What are you throwing the
that's
age
the
up
worst
for?
pick of the entire.
Wait, is that a joke? I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, no,
No,
he's
Phil?
serious.
Phil?
AP, he's
I mean,
serious.
the guy won all the money this week, though, so he can pick whatever he
that
wants.
was in
pick.
basketball.
That's right.
Like, he just picked Phil Mickelson.
Harris English and Danny Berger, so I don't care. I think one of them wins.
The worst part about that is like he comes in with the girth with English, right, and then follows it up with Mickelson.
I mean, it was like just.
I mean,
no.
I mean, saying that's girth. That's I mean, that's a little out there.
I followed it up with Daniel Berger. Get it right.
I mean, you started so strong, and then you finished with Phil. You want to take it back? You can take it back if you want.
I don't take anything back.
Yeah, pick it. Take it back. You can't pick Phil.
I don't like when you force me. See,
Phil Mickelson can't win the tournament.
No.
Now your AirPods, your fake AirPods are going out again. I mean, come on now. Phil Mickelson derailed the show.
Killing me.
This is a good thing, though, for the people that actually want to roster. The 1% of people that want to roster Phil Mickelson in their DK lineup. The last time Tony told me to do this, Phil Mickelson trolled us all and was like leading the tournament for like 2 or 3 days and ended up scoring. I can't even remember what he ended up.
Hey, JSU, do you get points for what you do on Fridays for finishing position on Friday?
When he's 6,800, I'm pretty sure that he hit value at 6,800. I don't know, Tony. But, yeah, so this is a good thing. If you make me take my pick back, fine. Take my pick back.
Yeah, take it back. Pick a different pick.
Fine. I'm going to take Ches at 100 to 1.
Yeah, that's
there
so
you
much
go.
better. Like, that is so much better of a pick.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Good job.
No, don't tell me good job. I don't want to hear that from you.
Sorry, are we
our 7-0
predicting our winners now? Are we talking about our winners yet?
What do you mean our winner? AP, are you drunk?
No, I'm saying who we actually think is gonna. I'm saying for DFS.
Our winners.
Hold on, AP.
No, I'm saying.
I'm trying to pump up Dunkel
I'm mixed up.
Oh,
all right. So on the Tuesday show, we always pick our one.
This
the
isn't
DFS
the
winner.
Tuesday show.
We just picked our winners.
AP, come on.
Okay, so
Mangone's unhappy because the video me and him are about to do after this for the betting side. He said he has Elephant Cock English Harris at 125 at 125 to 1, which he got earlier in the week.
I mean I got to give it to JSU. He got us on that one. That was a good pick.
I'm still shocked you didn't take him, Tony.
I didn't see him honestly. Like he was my favorite. I didn't see him though. Man,
Kai Baker in the chat says I wouldn't take Phil if he was free.
As good of a pick as Harris English was as bad a pick as Phil was. Like
how many tournaments has that guy won though?
Who?
How many tournaments has he won?
Tony doesn't like to take people that win tournaments. He likes to take friggin' Jimmy Furyk and
I'm saying Harris English. How many tournaments has he won?
Guys, I can't even win.
Oh, don't be hating on old ass Jim Furyk.
Oh, I am definitely hating on
Furyk's
this.
A winner.
This Wednesday
Furyk
show,
is a
we
winner,
hate,
man.
No,
Harris English has won 5 times, AP.
Has he? All right. That's my bad. I love him. That's the girth call of the night right there. The girth call.
I think Harris English is our show call. Do we all agree? Can we go with Harris English? What was his odds, AP?
Oh, man.
100 to 1. 100 to 1.
100 to 1. That's our show call. We're going with Harris English. 100 to 1. When are you doing the betting show?
Right after this. Should be posted probably within
the hour.
Do we
just bring Mangone in right now and see who he likes?
He can take my spot. I got to get dialed in for NBA tomorrow, guys.
Hey, I mean,
Tony can dream.
You guys could check it out on our channel too. Run Pure Bets. YouTube, me and Mangone will have the video for PGA as well with some bets for tomorrow.
Yeah, get over to the bet side
tonight. Dunkel, how we sitting tonight?
with the bets. I'm putting it all together now. It's actually looking like a decent day. Looking like another.
How's Big T look?
Another decent day. Still have to have we still have a bunch of things in play, but looking like we gave out a bunch of more plays in the Discord. Jay and that whole team was in the Discord giving out plays throughout the night.
Oh.
Tony, you were posting too.
The Blue Jays win at plus 109 for me?
Yeah, Blue Jays won.
Mm-hmm. I took an over at Coors today too for you in honor of you. It's not going to win though. It looks like.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you mean in honor of me. I don't. I saw that on the sheet. I thought you made a typo.
God, I should have stuck with my unders. It looks like the over is going to lose. All righty, boys.
All right, guys.
Get us out of here.
Well, at the end of this show here, I just want to say that Tony has made some terrible donkey takes. I can't even do this anymore. This Wednesday show, I mean, it used to be premium. And then we upgrade with AP, and he starts giving us the good takes, and then Tony starts dropping off with his takes.
Like
and everyone wants to get on the chat with Phil Mickelson.
No.
This guy talks about Jordan Spieth. He likes Jordan Spieth this week for DFS.
You're messing the mojo up, JSU. We had good mojo.
Wait,
but he brought some winners. He brought some winners. Ryan Palmer is going to be a winner real quick, for us.
Thank you.
Ryan, that fits perfectly into my build. I think you just hit it for me. I got the
Tony, move
I'm going to go spend it right now.
All right, good, perfect. All right, guys, make sure you get over, check Dunkel out, Run Pure Bets. Get over to the YouTube channel. He'll have that video up soon. Check it out, guys. Red hot, 7-0 with his golf bets. He's going to make it 8-0 this week. Maybe I don't know how many bets you firing, Dunkel. Come on, give the people something.
I'm gonna have two bets this week. So yeah, hopefully we spring that up to 9-0.
So he's gonna be 9-0. That's what we want here. I love it. Again, Dunkel's a winner, so that's why we brought him on this show. But again, guys, we appreciate you guys hanging out. But for me, JSU, Big T, AP, Uncle Dunkel, we'll see you next time.